All right, this stream has gone on crazy long, but a lot of good information for you folks out there. And we are going to end it for today on adventure ideas. People on YouTube are like, it ended. I just started the video. I know, but it's a live stream. So we are going to finish this up with adventure ideas in Mage the Ascension and all the fun and hijinks you can have therein.
All right. So the idea, thank you, and like and subscribe, share. That'd be great. The idea of the chronicle or campaign is to further your faction's belief in how reality should progress. So your adventures are going to be different if you are a tradition mage, if you are a technocracy mage, a marauder, a nefandus, whatever. It's going to be different adventure. So let's just assume, because the book this book pushes tradition mages. You are a tradition mage. The end goal, no matter what faction of tradition you are, is for everyone to awaken. And at that point, ascension will happen. So you will work toward that goal. The adventures should be
funny. It's in the name.
Yeah. The adventures should be in some way, shape, or form toward that goal of ascension. Now, how it does that? Well, that depends on you. You could get ideas from ghosts that are in the near Umbra, right? Wraiths, they exist around here. Ask them about, study them, have adventures there to further your knowledge of magic, to give that magic to the people, stuff like that, whatever. It could be building up a physical real world base stronghold so you're secure, or it's a cover for charitable acts like donations to charity, or you run your own foundation to help people using magic, coincidentally, but to slowly open their minds to the idea of magic.
And remember, that entire time, the technocracy is running ads and reality TV to close those minds.
Yes, to make note, you can only do fantastic things using technology.
Oh, the Kardashians, technology, or not technocracy. They came up with that.
Yep. Anything that one is to dumb us down, to keep us sheep, to keep us protected. That's what the Kardashians, that's what reality TV does. So the technocracy created reality TV as part of their campaign or chronicle to keep sleepers asleep and therefore safe. Or if you're in tradition, you want to open the minds of as many people as possible. Your goal in every adventure in that chronicle should be moving towards that result. Now, not every campaign, not every adventure is going to be, the great Ascension War or whatnot. Some of it's going to be down in the street, street level crime,
especially at first.
Yeah, especially at first. You're going to have street level miracles, stuff like that.
Well, you just reminded me. First, I don't know what you call it. Well, right when you use a starting character, however many points it is, a vampire is stronger than a mage.
Yes,
mages quickly make up that gap and can F a vampire. Vampires got nothing. But at first, your vampire character, if you were to make one side by side next to a mage character, that vampire character is going to be more powerful.
Yeah, more powerful. And if they go in a head-to-head fight, the vampire will win nine times out of 10. But experience points for mages count more than they do for vampires. So as they gain experience, the mage pulls ahead. And then it reverses. 9 times out of 10, the vampire will fail. But anyway, street level Ascension War. Okay, this is going to the projects, just like every Hilary Swank movie ever. Going to the projects and helping save a school, right? If you do it in the right way, opening the minds of the students, you may have a couple of them be ready to awaken. More mages, more chances for everyone to awaken. You're doing street level adventures, but with a higher purpose goal.
And a couple of quick things just pop in my head with that's really easy with the traditions in here. The Akashic Brotherhood opens up a martial arts dojo.
Exactly. The Akashic Brotherhood are monks and martial artists who have their particular view of magic focused through martial discipline.
The Celestial Chorus comes by, and a crime happens or somebody's hurt and starts to provide professional counseling, or Pastor just walks door to door.
Yeah, Pastor John goes door to door trying to help people.
Mhm.
on boots on the ground type thing.
We
That's
can go
what
into
you
more,
start at.
but you get the idea.
Yeah.
So that's how every character at a street level can use its tradition in a way where also all these characters can work together.
Work together for the same goal, just getting there in different ways. That's fine. Absolutely fine. So you can have different tradition factions in the same PC group because they're all going for the same goal. They're just getting there in a different road.
Mhm.
And everyone understands that. And then as you progress in experience, you get stronger in Magic, you get more skilled, you get, more willpower, more arete. Then you can start affecting the world on a greater scale. Instead of street level, you're up to city level now. You've created a foundation to help these inner city kids go to college. But to do so, they have to take the classes at the local Y, and these classes are taught by mages to try and open up people's minds. See, do that. Or if the celestial chorus pastor creates his own mega church, he gets on TV, he goes around the country in vans, puts up giant tents and has huge gatherings of people, and he proselytizes everywhere trying to open their minds to make them more akin to believe magic exists, to hopefully they will awaken. Your reach increases, but your goal stays the same. That is the progression of a campaign through smaller adventures, getting larger, until finally where you're at the end of your campaign or chronicle. You either your storyteller decides we're now going to face the time of judgment, or we're going to stop and move to another game, or whatever. We'll come back to this later.
Get locked in a monolith.
So if you're a storyteller and you want to create an adventure for Mage, it's pretty easy. Look at their group. Are they technocrats? Are they technocrats? Are they nefandus? Are they marauders? Are they traditionalists? Depending on that, that's where your adventures want to end up. That's what you want to start focusing on your adventures. If you are a nefandus mage, then the goal of your adventures should be the player characters corrupting the souls of people around them. If you are a technocratic group, then the goal would be to strengthen the barrier of protection between sleepers and magic by any way possible. That's how your adventures should be focused for. Right? So again, it all depends on the group you're playing, but originally you should be playing tradition mages because that's what this book is set up for. So
and I think it's tough for some people when they see all the powers that you can get in there, and especially when they hear people like you and I talking about that, to start at that street level
is really good. It's a good idea because you have low levels in spheres. You can affect very little at once, and it helps you get used to massaging reality using the tools in your toolbox. Your toolbox will get bigger with experience, but hopefully you've trained enough to be able to handle all these extra tools.
But also, if you're already saving the universe right off the bat, what are you building up into?
Yeah, what are you building up for? No, don't fall into that thing. Don't fall into that trap. Every person on the Justice League started in their own neighborhood. All right? That's how it worked. Superman started in Smallville. Batman started in Gotham. And they worked up to world level threats from there. They got better. They got smarter. They got stronger. Unless you're Superman, then you were just all those things, and it doesn't make sense.
Well, you left home and came here after. All right, anything else you want to cover in this, or do we hit comments?
No, that is it. We're hitting comments. Go for it.
All right. Well, we only have one comment here, which is Verbena opens a flower shop. Okay.
No. Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Fair. Yeah.
That's fair.
And now we have other comments from last week about your Robotech stuff.
Okay.
And most of the comments said, "Oh my God, I look forward to your Mage." So I tried to pick this. It's funny though, with all the people that were looking forward to your Mage stuff, our viewer count is actually pretty low right now.
So damn long, they had to go and sleep or something.
Fine. All right. So first one is, Palladium has always had the hands-off approach. Unlike many games which hold the GM's hand, Palladium has been hands-off. Here are the rules, do your thing. That is why the best GMs, in my humble opinion, are started on or are deeply steeped in Palladium.
I can understand that. I mean, there are other game systems that do the same thing, that have the same effect in growing a game master, but there are two schools of thought to that. I mean, it's the whole, how do you learn how to swim? Well, you just throw him in the middle of the lake, he'll
That's
sink or swim.
exactly how it worked for me.
And or you train with the little floaties till you get better. Palladium and other games like that don't hold the hand of the game master is sink or swim. It's throw you in the middle of the lake, hope you make it to the shore.
So I know you're not on the Friday Chill stream, but a few months ago, whatever, we did a reaction video to a YouTuber named Kedhup. Was it QEDHUP? If you guys want to go check him out. We were hard on him. Let's just put it that way. And he took it like a champ. Although apparently some people are giving death threats or something. But that's don't do stuff like that, guys.
Oh, that's dumb.
But he ended up taking that video down, redoing it. But he recently did one on Palladium, and I'd say he was generally fair in it. I think he was a little extra critical, but I think he was extra critical, kind of like I would be extra critical in the fact that there's a style involved, and because we all know that the Palladium books are written like by a madman. A Malkavian wrote the Palladium books.
Yeah.
But two complaints I don't like. One of them he didn't give, and I gave him credit for that. But the other one is that the rules conflict, or I can't find the rule I want. You don't need to. You have the framework there. If you're worried about, wait a minute, if I'm driving and I swerve, is it a +5 or a +10%? You're worrying about too much nuance. You're getting too deep in the minutia. Just pick a number and go. As long as the number you pick there is the same as what you'd pick for the NPCs, based on the same situation. And this is why I agree with this comment. I think I gave him an orgasmic yes. I was like, yes. But because I absolutely agree with this, you've got to learn about rulings over rules. You need a good framework. You must have a good framework, but you don't need. Hold on. What page is?
You don't need the exact ruling, as long as you understand the game and you would do the same ruling on both sides. Just throw out 5 or 10% in that instance. If later on after the game you look it up and it was 15, well, now you know for later on. But it's not like it was game breaking, because it was within the realm of plausibility of that game system. So the game went on just fine.
And if there's literally no rule written for it, compare it to another rule that you think is similar.
That's what GMs are for.
Yeah. So I agree with this comment.
Yeah.
All right. Bjorn Kuma 8877 says, I'm pretty sure according to the novelizations, protoculture also has the added benefit of providing the Veritex with a sphere of physical influence that allows their high-speed maneuverability. Some physical forces are dampened within the sphere such that Veritex don't tear themselves apart like RDF's more conventional aircraft would, the exciting hummingbird-like missile dodging maneuvers. I like that there's at least an in-world explanation.
Okay. Now, again, I didn't take anything outside of the main book to talk about, because we were just talking about the main book, but I understand this. Also in the cartoon, the Robotech cartoon, Max Sterling was able to transform his Veritech from fighter to battleoid using his mind, because of how protoculture is partially bionic and psionic in nature. He was able to transform his Veritech into battleoid mode to save his life without pressing the switch. He's able to will it to be. Now, is the protoculture causing a kind of anti-gravity effect to stop you being torn apart by G-forces? Or because the SDF-1 came with gravity generation, they just put little ones in the Veritex? Either one works. If it's your game, you choose which one it is. Personally, I would go with the more plausible. They have mini inertial dampeners in the Veritex, because they have gravity manipulation technology that they learned from the SDF-1. I would do that. But if you want it to be the protoculture doing it, that's fine too, because that's also come from the SDF-1. So I get it.
Just remember, folks, protoculture turns you into an invid.
Or it turns your eyes black and makes you really smart.
Robotech was the first Palladium game I ever played. We played the You're on the SDF-1 and trying to get back to Earth campaign. I played a background character and piloted a Radar X rifleman. I wanted a character that did more than just pilot a Veritech.
Okay. That is completely doable. If you're using the first edition Robotech book, the two obvious ones are you are with the SDF-1, or you were on Macross City, you brought to the SDF-1 and trained to be a fighter for the SDF-1, or you are left on Earth defending the Earth from the Zentradi left behind. Those are the two main campaign ideas. There's more, obviously. The game master has to be creative, but those are the two gimmies. And that was your gimme for your game master, and that's completely fine. Absolutely wonderful. Yeah,
I like being a Destroid just because I didn't want to be a ninja robot.
Yeah.
So, all right, real quickly here, put that up one more time. Like, subscribe, share. Since we didn't do it at the beginning, which is okay, I'm going to go in actual backward order just to mess with everybody. That's our schedule. I'm not going to do the litany of stuff. You can pause if you want to find out when Heathen Dog's streaming on Thursdays and Saturdays, or you can look at the times there and find out when we're streaming on Sundays and Fridays, like right now. The charity we support is Wounded Warrior Project. Scan that code in, go to the link, or look in the description below to find the link, and you can donate to the Wounded Warrior Project. It's actually the right link now. And of course, we believe in #RPGate, escapism, not representation, entertainment over activism, and organic inclusion, not forced diversity.